referring to his complexion.
Yeah. Once again, this is the Shakedown Showcase Live Radio. We live on Instagram. We live on Facebook. And we do have a podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Besides these conversations, we're going to have real guests come on. Right now, I'm just kind of moving mobile here. I'm out of the O, but I'm up north real quick doing my thing. Right now, we're talking about dating apps, women, having conversation with my co-host, KC. KC, say what's up to everybody again.
Hey, y'all. I'm so happy y'all tuning in.
Yeah, definitely. We've been working on launching this for a while. If you go on our YouTube, you'll see some funny skits. I got a skit with a guy named Peanut Butter. Peanut Butter is a pastor / pimp. Pimp at night, pastor in the morning. And his main girl is Mustang. So you got to check that out. I also got some good friends of mine. They funny comedians. You got King Bash, D-Storm. I want to thank them for doing skits and allowing me to use their skits, so forth. But today's topic is about dating apps. Who uses dating apps? Why they use the dating apps? And what is your end results you get from the dating apps? And if you're fine enough, why the heck you on the dating app?
If you're fine, why are you on the dating app?
Yeah, you fine. If you fine, you should be able to go in a grocery store. You can go in a grocery store.
So women can go in the grocery store and meet a guy. Women also can go into a bar, into their job, at school, and meet guys. But nobody's heard them people in the grocery stores looking to get, and it's like at least with the dating app, we're able to kind of filter through and say, okay, well, I like him. Or, talk to a guy and get kind of a feel before you give him your telephone number. Because I can say this, I've given out my telephone number, and the guy ended up being a total creep 2 weeks in. And I was just like, how do you go from being, really nice and sweet and bothering me for my number for 30 minutes to, when I'm going to come over and spend the night? Why you got to come over my house and spend the night anywhere?
Well, listen,
with the dating apps, I'm able to keep you at arm's length for a long period of time, and really get the feel for your personality. Yeah, even meet you before I decide I want to give you my telephone number or not.
Well, Chocolate Diamond said dating app is just a new way of meeting people, especially with the technology we have, rather than meet someone out of state or so forth. Listen, if I go on a dating app, I want to meet somebody in the same town. Now, let me take that back. I don't want to meet you in the same town because you might be my blood cousin or something, and I don't know about it. You know what I mean? I want to meet somebody that's at least close by, and I don't, I try not to meet somebody or want to go over their house. I want to meet you in public. If we got to agree.
But Kay, you already know. You already know.
What is it that I know? What is it that I know?
You can't you can't say you're not going to do that because you already know a good portion of men don't think like that. They're not courteous to one to just not show up at someone's house or, I think there's a couple of apps where they can just kind of see the general area you live in. I'm sorry, but if you can see the general area where I live in and you live in the same city as me, you can drive down my street.
Yeah, see, that's scary that they got dating apps that you can see the general area. See, I think that's also an issue with dating apps. Women being mugged, men being kidnapped. Listen, I get scared that somebody might throw me in their trunk and y'all would never see me again. Can you imagine that, KC, you not seeing me again? I'm in their trunk. I'm tied up like Dolores Claiborne, and they got the wrong person talking about write a book. I can't spell. Let me go. But I think some of these dating apps is dangerous. I don't think a lot of people know how to navigate through them. And I want to tell you guys, you gotta be cautious when it comes to these dating apps. You can't just be putting out all your information out there. Everybody don't think like you. Everybody's not going to feel the same about you. And you got to really ask the tough questions. You know what I mean? Get their real name. When somebody give you their real name, ask them what their last name is. When they get the last name, take the time and research. Find out a little bit more history. Make sure you're not being catfished. Find out if you want to deal with somebody locked up, not locked up, if they've been locked up, if they've been a child molester. And I don't think we take the time out, because I do. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure that you ain't a female rapist, or the child that's in your house ain't your child for real.
Right, exactly. You know, a lot of that comes into play with, you know, it's a lot, you know, and it's like a lot of times it's like women and men alike, you know, will meet people in there and they'll, you know, seem pretty good. It's like you'll have that whole honeymoon phase and then it will just go south, because it's like, you know, one person or the other was putting on a facade of some sort to just attract you and get you to be interested in them.
Right,
because it's like, you know, I can say I've got some of the most long, annoying messages where I'm just looking at it like, you're just saying this to get me to respond. You know, what guy automatically sends a message of some random poetry, you know, and if you're not into poetry, you're reading it like, okay, why don't you just go into my DM? Why don't you just DM me, you know?
He copy and paste.
Beautiful queen goddess, the sun rises and falls on your ass, and you're just so perfect.
Diamond,
like, nobody, no. You didn't even ask me my name.
Diamond got a good one. Diamond tells them that her son's a cop. You know what I mean? Shoot. Once
I need to get like Dom. I need to get like my son as a cop, and I got an AK-47 in the trunk. But you know what I mean?
Because if I hear that, you tell me your son's a cop, I'm going to be a little bit more cautious the way I approach you. That means I got to be as truthful as possible. My name.
I don't know, but you know what? I plead the fifth. I might not do what I wouldn't tell nobody that. I just be like, okay, what's your first name? What's your last name? And be like, son, run this name. Make sure he ain't on the pedophile list. Make sure that he ain't fleeing from no type of warrant. Make sure his criminal background is pristine.
Right. Make sure.
Look, he ain't got no domestic violence cases. None of that.
Wow. Yeah, you do. You want to do you try to, that's what I'm saying, do your research, check your background. Make sure no violent cases, make sure. Listen, once again, everybody, welcome. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Shakedown Showcase Live Radio. We just introduced and have a general conversation about dating apps, what's wrong with dating apps, what's good about dating apps, all types of dating apps. I got my co-host, Casey, here with me.
Hi, everybody.
You know, she giving me a little insight about the dating apps. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels. We got some live skits on there. We got all kinds of things that's coming up. Right now, I'm kind of mobile, but when we got an office already set up in Orlando, so you'll be able to see me and KC and a couple of special guests. It's just like a talk show. But it's a talk show in your city, baby. And right now we're discussing about dating apps, what's good, what's bad about it. So if you're tuning in or if you tune in later, don't forget you can listen to the broadcast on the YouTube channel. We're going to have several parts because we're going to pick this back up. We definitely got to come back and talk more about this dating app thing. I had some experiences about dating app that I actually chit-chat with somebody on there. I was being genuine at this time. I'm divorced, single, trying to mingle, get out there, and telling them, what I'm looking for, somebody to hang out. Generally, I just want to hang out. I don't want to go to your house. I don't want to lay down with you right away because I don't want to catch, something. Just want to kind of chill out, get to know somebody and relax. And genuine. So I meet up with this individual. Number one, it ain't the person that I thought she was. The pictures, it was night and day. I was completely catfish. And I like somebody who actually has some a decent dialogue. It's the nice way of saying, I don't mind if you talk at Ebonics and everything isn't fitting just right. I don't mind that because we all do it every now and then. The problem was, it was constantly. So listen, we had a conversation. I was telling her, talking about IQ scores, 150, 200, what's the IQ score? And we having this general conversation there talking about IQ score. And I was asking her when the last time she did it. This chick turned to me and said the last time she know her IQ was 2020. Yeah, that's what I said.
You mean your vision?
She was talking about her vision. So right there, that let me know that not too bright.
On your level.
Yeah, she wasn't on the level.
But that's what these dating apps are really supposed to be for. They're supposed to help you meet someone that's on your level. You know, and then you get to know each other through dialogue.
Right.
You know, before you meet in person, and then you know you kind of see when you meet in person whether there is a chemistry there or not.
Right. Right.
You know, and it's like I hate when guys will say, you know, there'll be a couple of guys and like, oh, what's your number? 5 minutes into the conversation, we only talked for, you know, this little 5 minutes, and it was like, what's your name? Where you from? Any kids? Divorced? Previously married? But it's like, you know what, if that guy took the 5 minutes
right
to read my profile, he would have known that I've already been married. You know, I have children, and I have pets. Everything that I want if they took a few minutes to read my profile. Like my POS is like...
Yeah, Diamond,
brutal.
That's what she thought. That's
brutal.
What we're saying. She thought we was talking about my vision, you know. But I don't think a lot of people read profiles. I read profiles like crazy, especially on people.
You know what? Mine says read profiles. Don't waste my time on POS.
Somebody asked Diamond, can they eat her pee? You know what that eat her pee or drink her pee or her cootie cat? You got one of those people talking about can they eat your pee, Casey?
I'm telling you, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I wish I could go in here and click on them, but you know what I do? Whenever I get one that's that disrespectful, they automatically get sent to the blacklist.
You block them, delete them, get rid of them?
Immediately.
Wow.
Immediately.
Wow.
It's like I open the message and I'm just like, what the what the hell? Block. You know, and it's just like I'm telling you, my POS. Like if I read my profile off to you, you know, and a lot of guys that'll probably hear this and be like, oh, you know, she thinks she's this and her, she think her. No, I don't.
Right.
But
right.
I ain't gonna settle. I mean, a man wouldn't settle to be with someone for any old reason. So it's like, why not? Why lie? Tell the truth.
Yeah, that is so immature. Hey, listen, everybody. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to come back with this topic. We're doing 30-minute shows here and there. When we have a special guest, we may do an hour show. We're just trying to keep it a minimum, keep attention spans going and whatnot. So we are going to tune out and whatnot. It's me, K6, and then I got my girl, KC. So we're going to leave it with this. You know, stay safe, stay motivated, and inspire yourself to inspire others. Definitely. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in, coming in, checking it out. And just stay tuned, guys. Really stay tuned. So this is the
Radio. Shakedown.
Real Talk Radio.
Shakedown Radio.
Real Talk.
Keep it real. We keep it raw.
Shakedown.